stay put. Yeah, do it like that. I don't think I need to. I don't think I need to. Oh, I was gonna be okay. Okay. I got really nervous beforehand and I do not know why. Also, there's a bumblebee who wants to be my friend. If you see me close my eyes and start breathing, it's because I it's probably not the best thing to do. Am trying not to freak out. So it's really windy, and I ended up changing the game I was going to play because of the wind, and I'm outside. Also, if you come across this, thank you so much just for being here. Just trying to, I don't know, share myself some more. And the other thing is if my phone rocks forward, it's because it's leaning against the umbrella to my table. All right, all that aside, what game am I going to play? It's called a pin and dice game. It's the kind where, anyway. It's called Dungeons, Dice, and Danger, and there are different maps. I really like the art. Let me show you. And this should go pretty quickly because they have a mechanic in it that makes it go pretty fast. Actually, you know what? Okay. I will show you. So I'm gonna end up picking that up and putting it back down. 1 second. Okay, so you can see here that they have different maps and it shows the different, what's the word? Proficiencies? That's the word. I have chosen to do annoyed animals. And the way that it works, you know, I shouldn't put the phone back, but I'm gonna leave this open so I can read. Okay. So the way that it works with one person playing, usually you're competing with 2 people. You have dice and, okay. So there's an active player and an inactive player, and the active player, you have to get to, out of these 6 dice, you make 2 pairs to make the numbers that you need. And the active player can use the black dice at no cost. So you're just trying to get the number that you need to move, and I'll show you that here in a second. If you're the active player, there's no cost to this. If you are an inactive player, then you have to use the dice that are over in the treasure area, which I'll show you. And if you use all those, then you have a treasure chest that you can try to get, and you can also get 3 more, which I will show you here in a second. I don't know why on earth I'm nervous. So, yeah. Wait, why do we have 6? What's this one for? Oh, it's only 5 dice. Sorry. That was to, I don't know what that was for. It's only 5 dice. All right. What else? So let me show you the map of this one. All right. So in order to begin your play, you have to start on the green boxes, squares. And so like, I'll show you, but basically you use your combination to mark that off, which again, I'll show you. If this is boring, I'm so sorry. Hopefully it's just relaxing for you. Green are free. Like you can just mark them. They don't have to be touching. Okay. So I could do a 12, I could do a 6, whatever it may be. But to continue on, okay, I have to mark an adjacent box. So let's say that I'm trying to get to this creature. then I would, you know, try to get the 5 or 8, and then I have to get a 9, right? And as you see here, if it has a blacked out number, and in focus, if it has a blacked out number, that means it's an automatic. So as long as I've marked an adjacent box to it, a box touching it, if I roll a 5, I can use it. A combination of 2 dice that make 5, I can use it. Otherwise, these grayed out boxes, you have to actually get, and then you can write them in. That's along with this guy, the big bad, this guy, as you can see, okay? There's also other special things. So this is if I connect green space to green space. So it would have to be like flow, it'd be a path. This one, and then to like there, I could get that, I'd mark it, I got it. This one here, as you can see, these boxes, I have to roll 2 dice that total 6 pairs, that total 6. Okay, so 2 3s, 2 1s. So that specific thing, this stands for they're, you know, the same, a double. What else should I tell you about? These are just so you can collect gems. This is where you mark your gems at. And because it's a single player, because I'm playing just myself, solitary version, I will always, once I get it, I will always get the higher one. The lesser gems diamonds do not exist, because it's just me playing. When it's more than 2 people playing, the first person to actually take out that creature gets this. There's a lot more mechanics to that, which I'm not gonna get into because it's just me playing. You don't need to hear all this, all the extra stuff. Here are the treasure chests. I have this stuff holding down, and I'm gonna actually roll the dice on something padded so it's not so loud on this glass here. All right, so treasure chests. You can try to get treasure chests. In order to get treasure chests, you have to roll a pair of dice that total the amount. And again, you have to have a square, a box that touches it. Sorry, this doesn't touches it, okay? Same with this. So it's like I'd have to roll 2 that total 3. I'd have to roll 2 that total 11. Again, I have to have a square that touches it, okay? If I do that, I get to choose what treasure I want. The treasure. This treasure is an extra life. So you gain 3 additional life points. And you actually would, if I were to lose a life, I would cross this out instead of over here. This is my life bar. And I also get a gem. This torch, the torch allows me to cross out any space on the dungeon map that's adjacent to a previously visited space. And I can use them at the same time if I wanted to. So let's say that I was here and I wanted to take this one at no cost. I could do that. And then you can also use it to deal damage to a monster. So I could use it to damage that. I cross them out after each use. The extra black dice ability, it's exactly that. So again, if there's 2 players, the active player gets to use the black dice. Since I am playing, let me turn you back to me. Since I'm playing by myself, I have to choose, I always have to mark those. So I get 3 free ones. If I want any more than that, I have to get a chest and mark that. Also the mechanic, I shouldn't have turned it. Sorry, I keep going back and forth. Okay, also the mechanic in this game, since I'm playing by myself, is I have to deal damage to a monster each time I roll and use my dice. I have to deal damage, okay, each time. If I don't, I lose a life. As soon as I get to 20, the game's over. I've died. Yeah, I think that's everything. So I think what I'll do is I'll roll, okay, and then so you can see me, I'm going to roll it over here, and then I will show you what I'm going to decide to do. All right, let's go. What did I get? Let me move over here. Okay, 2. So, oh, well, okay. I've got 8, 10, and 4. No, not 8, 10. My brain. Okay, 8, 4. 8 and 4 is what I have. That's happened to be what I rolled. So I'm going to come over here. Okay, I need to do an 8 and a 4. I am needing to touch a monster, okay, in order to deal damage. The problem with that is I don't actually see where a 4, so here's the 8, right? There's the 4. I'm not going to get to cross off a 3 or a 9 because I only have 8 or 4. That's what I have. Unless I choose to use one of my black dice, then I would have 3 or 7. 3 or 7, right? Because again, it's pairs. So if I did 8 to, this is the 8, the 3 doesn't help. If I come over here, I did the 7, but again, 4 is all the way over here. It's not going to help me. I think I'm going to end up taking damage. So what am I going to do? I'm going to do, 1 second. Sorry, that was bad. I should not have put my finger there. I apologize. All right, what am I going to do? 8 and 4. Well, I'm going to mark the 8 and 4 that were over here, the free spaces that, remember, the green, oh shit, the green don't have to be touching, right? So I can mark that. So that was my first turn. I did not deal damage, so I lose a life. Okay, again. All right, I've got 10, 6, 8. 10, 6, and 8 as my freebies. Over here, 10, 6, and 8. Again, I'm trying to get, ooh. No. So I got excited because I was like, oh, I could connect. If I do that, it's not gonna work. Okay, so let me bring these over here so you can see them. Okay, they're the same. All right, so poop. Well, if I've started green. So if I did the 7 and used another black dice, that would get me here. But that's kind of pointless because I don't have a 10 or anything. It's not worth it. And then I go back over here to where I've touched. Ooh, I've got a 3. So if I did a 3, okay, I would mark out the 3. But I don't have a 10, or I don't have a 9, a 3, or a 5, which is the freebie here. The 5 is blacked out already. Guys, this is probably going to put you to sleep. That's okay. Go to sleep. All right. So 10, that's 8. Adoy. So this is 10. This is 4. The problem is that's not beneficial for me. I don't want to take another. Fine. If I do 3, so that way I can hit this guy next time. Okay. And then I'm going to use another. Well, I forgot to mark out the. No, I didn't use it. Never mind. So this is my first time using a black dice. I'm going to use that. So that way I can start hitting this guy. Okay. And then, so then I have 10, 8, or 6. 10, 8, or 6. So I can also start on this side. I'm going to actually do the 6. Okay. And I'm going to do that. All right. That was that turn. And I'm taking another hit. I don't know if we'll make it. Letting you know that. All right. Okay, let me bring this down here. All right, so I've got 8. Take this out. I really don't want to use it unless I have to. I've got 8, 5, 7, 11. Okay, 8. Sorry, it's just in case. 5 and 11. Okay, just in case that I said that too fast. So thankfully, right, let's look at that. We've got our 5. We can hit this dude. So I'm not going to lose a life this time. And now I have 11. Where am I going to apply the 11 at? I'm going to put the 11 down here. Okay, so that was that turn. Okay, bring him over here. All right, again, I don't want to use this if I don't have to. Okay, I've got 7, 3, and yeah, 7 and 3. Oh, 4. Hello. 4 and 6. Okay, so we've got 6, 3, 7, and 4. Those are our things here. If I wanted to, which is, again, not beneficial because I can't, just because I would mark off this 10, I was thinking I could use another black dice to get 10. If I were to do that, it's not going to help me over here. So I'm not going to do that, I don't think. I don't want to spin a black dice. This is a double, so I could put this here, right? That would help me get over here, because I do need to get to damaging other creatures. So then that would leave me a 6. But I don't have a 6, then it would be junk dice. So I don't want to do that. If you can't use your dice, you lose a life. Is that true as a solitary? As a solitaire thing? Sorry, 1 second. Reading. I don't know. Anyway, let me not take time doing that. Okay, so we've got 7. I'm thinking. I don't have a 5. Poop. Okay. Whale. If I do the double here, the double's there. It leaves me with 6. I don't want to do that. So then 7 and 3. I'm going to do 7 and 3 and lose another life because I don't want to. So 7, 3. Ugh. This game's actually pretty hard. Okay. Oh, I marked off my life. Okay. All right. I've got 8, 11, 7, 6, or 9. That's all these combination of the 4 here. Okay. Well, if I did the 6, then I could hit this guy next time, not this time. And then I have 11. The problem is that I don't have anywhere to do that. So it's 8 or 9. If I mark the 9 here, I could hit him with the 9 next time. But where am I going to put my 8? Ugh. This is actually pretty hard, you guys. I might die already. And that'll be the end. Then you saw it. Okay. 6 to hit next time. And then eat the dice. Well, then I could spend this guy. If I spend this guy... Okay. This is when it makes sense. So I'm going to... Got it. Heard. Done. All right. I'm going to use a black dice. Okay. I've got 6. I'm going to use this 6 to mark this one. Okay. I'm going to use the 6 to hit. Give it a damage. And I don't lose a life. Ha, ha, ha. All right. Okay. What'd I get? Also, I can't see, you guys. I'm sorry if this is bad. Stay put. Hold on. My things. Stay there. Don't fly away. All right. Okay. Well, thankfully I have the 6, so I'll definitely hit something, so I'm not going to lose a life. And then I have an 8, which I can also hit him. Bam. He gets 2. They get 2. All right, again. I didn't lose a life because I gave damage. All right. That was a 1. All right. I got 3, 7, 4, 11. No, take this out. I've got 7 and 8, 4, 11. Well, the 8, I'm on crack. I mean, sorry, I shouldn't say things like that. I'm just joking, you guys. Anywho, I am not fully, okay. Anyways, look, deal to damage. Got 2 gems. Yeah. Okay. And 7 or 3. I'm going to choose to use, I already dealt damage. But I don't have anywhere else to put the 7. So I need to spend this. All right. Okay, so that I'm going to spend my last one. Ugh. Okay. And damage that guy. All right, again. Oh, is that what it was? See, that's the problem, you guys. I need to not be doing... Okay. I don't have this. It doesn't exist. I don't even know why I rolled that. I don't have it. I have to earn it back. All right, so I've got 10, 9, and 8. Technically, I could... Stop that. This was a 10. Boo. Stop, Nick. All right, so... If I did that... Oh, this also has a 10, so I can use the dice there, which would get me to this way. All right, I'm going to do this, okay, so that I can fill this in, and every time I get a 9, I can choose to apply it on him, okay? And then I'm going to put this 10 right here, okay? But I'm going to lose a life because I didn't hit a monster. Now I'm not rolling the black dice at all because... Don't move, thank you. I used them all. All right, I've got 8, 4, 11, 9. Oh, hello. Well, thankfully I got the 9. So I'm going to put damage on him so I won't lose a life. And then I have 6. Where can I put my 6 at? Poop. I forget what happens if you can't use all the dice. I'm sorry, 1 second. I have to read. Stay put. Hold on, I guess I could show my face. Okay, it's already been 20 minutes. That's too long. All right. Sorry, I was reading the word calculate and my brain went somewhere. Okay. I think I lose a life if I can't use all of them. Wind, chill. Oh, okay, there we go. A player must cross out 2 items on the adventure sheet during each round. A player cannot cross out 2 items, must take a life away. Yeah. For each unused pair of dice. Yeah. Okay. Well then. What did I do? Did I replay these? You guys, see? That's why I can't multitask doing this. Poop. I think wait. Listen. Okay, so that's a pair. I have this. I can totally do it. I think I marked that already. I'm going to say I marked it already because I don't remember. All right. So I did my pair right here. Okay. All that time of me doing all that. But the point is I do lose life. Okay. So 7, 9, 8, 9, and 10. So we got 8, 10, 7, 9. Well, the 9 goes here. Okay. Look at that. Look how that worked. And then my 8 will go here. Okay. And then I get these 2 dice, or 2 gems, I mean, and I don't lose a life because I did damage. All right. All right. What do I have? I've got 5, 6, 7, and 9. Okay, see, this is the problem. Ooh, okay, wait. Do I have 7? Yes, I do right here. Okay, I'm gonna do this guy, 7, okay? So that way I can start hitting this creature. And then I have 9. I think I feel a bug on me. Ugh. Okay, anyway, sorry. And a 9. Bug, get off. No. Okay, I lose life because I didn't actually do anything. All right. Oh, thank you, luck. All right, I got 11, so I can hit this guy. 11. And then I have 10. And I don't think that I have anywhere good to put the 10. So I'm going to put the 10 right here. Okay, it's a free space, but does it matter? I can put it there. It's not a free space, sorry, it's a starter space, but it doesn't matter. I need to use it. And I gave damage, so I don't lose a life. All right. 6, 9, 7, 11, 5. And 11 again. Thank you, luck. Okay, and then I need to put the 5 somewhere. Where am I going to put the 5 at? Remember, I can only choose. So let me put that 11. Okay. I can only choose squares that I have already marked off, which it looks like it's going to be this. Nope. Thank you, eyes. Okay. 5. Because see, I have a creature down here to get to. The game is over once I have, let me roll it and talk to you. Okay, sorry. I should stop putting my finger there. The game is over once all the creatures have been defeated, or if I die. That's when the game is over. And then I total my points. And what else was I going to say? When you're playing against somebody else, whoever has the most points wins. So, all right, back to this. All right, so I already rolled that. What do I got? Okay, I've got 8, 10, 6, 4. Well, poop. So I can mark this 4 because the 9's there, okay? Which means I could hit it with a 4 next time. But that gives me the 10, and that means I'm also going to lose a life because I'm not doing damage. I don't see... I mean, that's the only creature I can get to right now. Is it more beneficial to go somewhere else? So I could... Nope, because that has to be a double 4. Okay, so it has to be 2, 2. I don't have a 7, and I don't have a 9, so this is null and void. Okay. Oh, but I haven't beat this guy. To get this guy, because I do have a double 10, I have to beat it first. Defeat it. So, going back to what I was saying, is I think I am going to... I'm also looking over here to see, do I have anything playable along these? This is a 7, but I don't have a 7, so no. So I'm going to mark my 4, so that way I can use it next time. Okay. And then my 10s are going to be, I can't use them. I told you, I might die. Okay. What do we got? We got 6, 4. That's what we got. We got 6 and 4. Well, thankfully, right, I got those 4s, so I deal damage, so I'm not going to lose life. And then my 6s... I don't know where else I have to put my 6 at. Again, where am I looking? I'm looking at any of the things I've touched to see if they touch a 6. But they don't. Nonsense. This does. Thank you, eyes. I don't lose a life because I did damage and I used all my dice. All right. I need to stop doing 3. Okay, so I've got 8, 6. That's what I've got. 8 and 6. Little poop. 8 and 6. Nothing here. Nothing here. Nothing here that I'm touching. It's a 7. And nothing here. There's no way. I have nothing. Am I blind? Sometimes I'm blind. But no. Oh my gosh. Am I about to lose 2 lives? Are you kidding me? Rude. Rude, 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 rude. Well, I told you guys, I think I'm gonna die in this here game. I don't see an 8, and I don't see 6. I'm taking extra long because I don't want to mark it and me miss it. Let me just... All right. No free spaces. No free spaces. Sure don't. Our starting points. Sorry, not free spaces. I just lost 2. All right. Okay. So I've got 12, 9, 8. 12, 9, 8. 12. Oh, the 9 can go right here. But the 8 can't go anywhere. Because I don't have an empty 8 that I'm touching. I told you, I think I'm gonna die. Boo. Fine. I'm only losing 1 life. Just make sure. There's no 8. There's no 8. I'm not being blind. There's no 8. No 8. No 8. And like that, lose another life. All right, guys, this might be the end. Four. Thank you, game. So I'm not gonna lose a life. Well, actually, I don't know. We gotta see if I can use the 2s. So this guy's done. Okay, I get the 2. Come down here. Excuse me. 2. And now I can use them. Oh, okay. So see, I have this double space. Okay, so I can definitely use them. But is there any more opportune? Like the fist that has the 2. I'm not touching it. All right, I did not lose a life. We are still alive. Okay. 7, 6, 4, and 5 is what I have to do. Oh, but Priscilla, you're all happy, but you're about to die right now because you're not touching another freaking creature. Ding dong. Pah! A bug just attacked me. Ugh, the game's over. How do I know the game is over? Because I don't have a creature I can touch and deal damage to. That's what's... Boo. Well, that's it. That's the game. So, like, okay, to show you. I know it's going to be backwards. I'm sorry. I just don't feel like moving the phone again. Okay. The sad thing is I can... Let me show you 1 second. Look. Okay, I have 7, could do it here, and I have doubles, and I could do it there, right? So I totally could play both of my dice, my pairs of dice, but pair of die, whatever it is, but I'm not dealing damage, and that was my last life. That's Dungeons, Dice, and Danger. You know, I played this once before, Solitaire. I didn't win it there either. I do win at games. I swear I do. Just not with you. And not the things I've shown lately. Well, thank you so much for spending 34 minutes with me. Hopefully, if anything, this is just like a, I don't know, ASMR thing to help put you to sleep. All right, I love you. You know what? Maybe it was fun. Maybe you enjoyed it. I don't know. Okay, bye.